Welcome to the episode Middle Ground with JLE, where we treat you like family in the season 14. Hey, still working on intro, so I got to do that before I introduce this great guest. Y'all know we doing so far. Here we go. 313 Detroit love, the Motor City. Detroit love, can't nothing stop me. Detroit love, I love my city. Detroit love. Gotta do my theme song, man. It ain't right without it. It's off my first album, JLE Experience. On music copyright, I'm muting on Facebook. We have Automating Kingdom Growth, AI Systems for Faith-Driven Leaders, HolyGround Master Blueprint Founder, Brian Kingdom Wealth Generator, Bontomase, if I said it right.
Yep.
Awesome. Welcome to the show, sir.
And thank you. I'm glad to be here. Pleasure to
Appreciate
be
you.
here. Yep.
First question, what led you to this path?
What led me to what?
To this path.
To this path?
Mm-hmm.
It was a long story, but it first started off with back in 2015. I started a tree service, and it absolutely took off. We did really, really well, especially through COVID. If we were bombarded in COVID, we were actually deemed a necessary service, so we could still keep on working. And plus, I did some strategic advertising too that went really, really well. And the phone was just blowing up like crazy, and it wouldn't stop. So, long story short, I ended up hiring like 7 people, and I ran that for 7 years actually. The 7th year, we were actually poised, ready to scale, and I had big ambitions to grow it into a gigantic empire across the whole U.S. and even North America as well. And unfortunately, what happened was um, when the real money showed up, that's when I took my eyes off of God. And it was just like a little crack in my foundation. And eventually it all came crashing down, and actually the Lord took it away from me. Now, when I say it came crashing down, it wasn't just the business, it was everything. I lost everything. So right down from my dignity and identity, my relationships, of course my bank account as well, which I'm still trying to crawl out of. And then not only that, but um, just at a point I thought that I was actually broke away from God. I was that miserable too. And but I know he never left me, and I had just turned my back on him. When I finally came back to him, um, as painful as all that was, even though it was like a real live Job moment, um, it was actually like the biggest blessing in disguise, because when I came back to the Lord, he showed me that he was actually using this experience to push me into my real God given purpose, which I thought was the tree service before, but God has other plans. So,
Yes, he does.
Yeah, that's how it all originated.
Okay. Now, what is HolyGround Master Blueprint?
HolyGround Master Blueprint is actually my second GPT that I came up with. And what it is I copied it from the first one, because the first one I made so intricately, and it's very innovative as well. And what I did was I copied it, but then I converted it into a template, and that way business owners and ministries can actually go ahead and use it as a format to either start their business or expand the one they currently have.
Okay.
and that way they don't have to start from scratch. Because these GPTs, when I put them together, they're not your average GPTs. These are super GPTs where they have like a whole ecosystem inside them, and
Okay.
so they took me sometimes two to 3 days to put
Mhm.
together, and I'm talking like 18, 19-hour days.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a lot in them. So this way, like I said, it gives the business owners a chance to format their business without starting from scratch and get um, that cutting edge advantage. So that way they can quantum leap over the competition and everybody else. So
Okay.
um, so yeah, that's just the beginning. That's just a little teeny tiny bit of it.
Now, you also created Divine 3D Triumphs Infinity. What
Yeah,
does that do?
that's the storefront of all my GPTs plus my chatbot and my chatbot builder as well. So far, I have 4 GPTs. I'm currently also working on another one as well. That should be out fairly soon. But I've been concentrating on getting these out and having people start using them and stuff. So um, anyway, I'll just name the GPTs right now. Um, the first one is a long form writing one. It's called HolyGround Scribe and Visionary Creator. Um, I wrote that one because I'm actually writing a book as well. I'm halfway through it. It should be out pretty soon. I've just been concentrating on getting all these out and everything. So, but that's called Holy Ground Embodiment. And I tell you what, it's pretty powerful. It's pretty profound. So I'm excited to get that out, and the Lord's going to do some great things with that. It gives you a whole different perspective on what holy ground really is, and,
Okay.
and it's straight from the Lord too. But as I created that GBT, I noticed that a lot of authors and stuff they usually struggle with trying to figure out what to do next. They might be able to write their book, but then what about like the copywriting or proofreading or
Hmm.
editing and stuff like that? And so I put everything all together in one stop shop, including the marketing and the promotion, and all
Mm.
the way down through the monetization and self publishing as well. So that way they don't have to go anywhere else. They can get it all done in one place. And this long form writing tool is one of the most powerful ones in existence right now. It'll do absolutely anything you need it to. Um, it is mainly focused on a faith based um, principle as well, but anybody can use it. It's good for ghostwriters, technical writers, um, church leaders. Church leaders
Okay.
can use it for their sermons and everything. Um, so anyway, then like I said, then we got the Holy Ground Master Blueprint, and then the Holy Ground Master Blueprint is where you can actually um, you can sorry, I'm having a little blank here.
Take time.
You can actually go ahead and turn your business or ministry into a system that births or builds other systems and
Okay.
autonomous systems as well. So um, that's the difference within. The easiest way I can explain it is it's like having the world's best business coach right by your side 24/7, 365.
Okay. Now, for people that don't know, what does a super GPT builder do?
Super GPT. builder. Well, the way it all came about is I just had some innovative ideas and some crazy ideas that, instead of a business owner or a ministry just solving one thing at a time of whatever their problems are that's holding them back, why not just create something that takes care of it all at once?
Nice.
So that's what I did. That's what I put together. So yeah.
That's great.
My third GPT, it's called Super GPT Infinity Vault. It's the world's first storefront for GPTs that is actually also a partnership, referral, and affiliate hub. But it's also a franchise, sponsorship, and investment hub as well. And by the way, I built all these out as big and vast as they possibly could without any limitations. So when we're talking some big stuff about it, we're talking it's really big.
Now, does GPT stand for something? Like acronym, something like that?
I forget what it normally stands for. I'd have to look it up on Google.
Okay. I was just curious. No worries.
Yeah.
Now, you say you're a fellow author. What made you want to write your book?
Well, God impressed upon me that this needed to be done, and a lot of people are waiting for it to be wrote and everything. And so, and the other thing is, I'm always like I have a big heart for people. I want to see lives changed. I want to give people their hope back and stuff like that. And that's what this is all about. It's not just about the money. It's about using this as a ministry to give all glory to God. That's what it's all about.
Because, I mean, I've been told for some odd reason, some people that are called to write books, they are hesitant to write a word down or see it all the way through. And to me, that's hard to comprehend because my mind said, okay, you want to do that? Go do it. If you fail, try it again. But I'm like, wow, they really are. And but some people, and I've met some that like, I just want to write a book, but what's holding you back? And for some, if they be honest, well, I don't know how people react to if I'm telling my story. I'm like, oh, okay. But your story is your story. I mean, they already saw it. You put it down to pen and paper. And it might help multitude if they actually get that strength and courage to go ahead and write it out. That's dope.
Yeah, you never know whose lives you're going to touch.
Man.
And that's the powerful part about it. And there's actually what's more powerful is each one of us has only a certain group of people that we're going to speak to as well too. That's the difference with it. So I may not be able to reach who you can reach, but if you write a book, then but you were inspired because of what I said or something like that, then that's the beauty of it. I mean, that's just how God works. But yeah, I mean, you never know who you're gonna speak to, and so it doesn't matter if you're nervous. Hey, I was nervous trying to get on this podcast.
You nervous? What? I would never thought it. Never would have thought it.
I mean, this is my second podcast, but it's the first live one, so that's why I'm a little on the nervous side. But I'm good. I'll get through it.
Yeah, I was terrified the first time I did it. I was happy with the audio. But people kept wanting, man, they gotta have something where you can engage people, and
Oh
you
yeah.
know, just like God, StreamYard, like man, I'm telling these people, ain't nothing out here. They nobody made it like StreamYard. Like, I gotta go live, man. I've been doing good. Let me go ahead and figure out how to work this thing and get in front of a camera. Like, oh Lord, they're gonna look at me. But ain't about you. Help the people. Get to it. Because God, he be like, ain't about you, man. Get to it. And I have seen that 40 countries right now, humbly, that a lot of people rock with it. And I started doing replay episodes because some days I was busy or tired. I ain't have no guests. I'm chilling, watching cartoons. I get a text, hey man, what episode that? Like, huh? You ain't got no guest, no CEO, somebody like, no. But I put a replay on for you. All right, yeah, put that up. Like, I reached that point where I gotta every Friday, Saturday, you gotta put something up. Okay. And that made me start doing a replay. Like, well, you got so many episodes, you do have it to put up.
Mm-hmm.
Which is great. People will be paying attention. What is the name of your book, by the way, that you're working on?
It's HolyGround Embodiment.
Nice. So that should be out coming soon.
Yeah, I'm halfway done with it. It's 11 chapters. I'm on the 6th chapter right now, so
Okay.
it's a little more than halfway done. So, but I just put it on the back burner for now, trying to get these GPTs up and going and stuff. And by the way, my fourth GPT is called Eternal Vision Verse Studios. That one, what I did there was I created for YouTube, and it's an awards and message board for creators and all their guests or their audiences, and also viral creators as well, allowing everybody to get together to not only create content, but eventually movies as well. They can also act out their own movies using augmentation and stuff like that. And then, if it's good enough, eventually catch Hollywood's attention too with it as well.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's pretty powerful, and it even goes well beyond that. I mean, it's it's insane.
Now, did you ever think we'd get to this phase of using AI to help do stuff?
Well, when I first took a AI class, well, before even that, when it first started getting popular, this was back in 2022. When it came out, believe it or not, I'm not a technical guy.
Oh, I can't tell, brother.
When it first came out, I was like, it always intrigued me, and I was just a little hesitant. I didn't know if it was going to be right for me or anything like that, and I didn't know how hard it was going to be to use and stuff. But then I came across a free 5-day class on Facebook, and it was through Chris Winfield, and he's been using AI. At that time, it was like 20 years. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, he's almost been using it since it came out. So anyway, when I first took his class, I was just blown away because he made it look so dang easy that not only could a kindergartner do it, but anybody's grandparents could have done it as well.
Okay.
And I mean, it's just like you and I having a conversation. That's what it is. It's so simple. I mean, yes, there's a certain way to go about things to get the right message to come out and all that kind of stuff. But I tell you what, once you learn it, it's just like riding a bike. I mean, it's so simple. So right then it dawned on me. I was like, man, this is pretty powerful. What if we blended this with faith-based ministry as well, and plus faith-based business too. So I started using it for LinkedIn post to begin with, and then from there I just kept on perfecting the field or my craft anyway. Excuse me.
No problem.
And anyway, when I first saw the custom GPTs come out, again, being me, I'm not a tech guy. I was like, well, I don't know if I really want to do these yet, and but it did intrigue me. So, and then a few weeks later, I kept on thinking, well, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. Da, 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 da. And then finally, I just took the leap. I had watched a few YouTube videos and stuff, and usually when I do that, they usually speak too fast, and it usually goes right over my head anyway. So I'm one that really has to play with it first to really get to get the gist of it. So
Okay.
I just told myself, you know what? I'm just gonna go cold turkey on this and see what happens. You know,
I hear
it could
that.
either be an absolute mess or it could be something glorious. And so anyway, it took me a few tries.
Okay.
But once I figured out how to really do it correctly, then it became really simple to me, and it was just trial and error basically. So, but what I did, I messed up a few times in the chat builder itself, and so I decided, well, I'm just going to go into the chat GBT, like the regular chat GBT, write it all out first, and then go ahead and input it. But then I had another issue. I was like, now wait a minute. As big and vast as these are, it's a lot of information to input back and forth.
Yeah.
So that would take weeks on end to do. So how do I do this? And at first I was thinking, well, maybe I can get it transferred to audio and stuff, and then flip it over to there. But then I couldn't find the right one that I liked and everything.
Okay.
So then it dawned on me again. It was like maybe it was the Lord speaking or something. But anyway, it was like, why don't I just create a blueprint?
Makes sense.
So that's what I did. Yeah, I created a blueprint, pasted it right in, and it worked. It was beautiful. So I was like, yes. That saved so much time. Oh my God. That was awesome.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, we reached the point of the show to promote what you have coming up. The floor is yours.
Okay. Well, actually, now that you mentioned it, I am starting a 5-day workshop on how to build your very own super GPT, and this starts this Monday, the 5th, at between 7 and 9. Now it is a paid program as well, and I can also give you that info to pass on as well. I forgot to do that, but anyway, it is a paid program, but I guarantee you that at the end of it, you're going to be absolutely stoked. I mean, you're going to have it. First of all, you're going to have an asset that you can use yourself, and not only that, but if you choose to, you can also go ahead and sell it to other businesses or ministries as well, too.
All right.
And then also you have that info to build others later on. So, yeah, come along, join us, and first of all, let me know you will be, and I'd be glad to have you come. All right.
Okay, and
that's Eastern Standard Time as well.
And across the screen is his calendar link. You want to do a one-on-one with them? Got to go across the screen.
Now, I will say that the calendar is filling up.
Nice.
I'm packed out like 3 weeks right now. So if you see that, yeah, that is the real calendar.
That's a good problem.
But if you need to see me sooner, I can try to squeeze you in outside of the normal appointment times.
Okay. Anything else going on?
Later on, I'm thinking about starting up an interactive weekly newsletter as well.
Okay.
That'll also go along with the workshop. But you don't necessarily have to join the workshop to do the newsletter. So, but that will also be a paid newsletter as well. So,
okay.
All right.
All right. Next question. What has been your biggest challenge on your journey?
My biggest challenge is trying to do this with no money. I'm still trying to climb out of the bankruptcy that I had with the tree service, which was 3 years ago. The only time that I had a job was actually last year, and that was just enough to get me by helping my dad through the summer with his power washing job and stuff. So anyway, it's been extremely tough. Trying to do everything that a business owner needs to do, especially a CEO. It's tough doing it without any money. And but every day the Lord's just proven that a lot of times you don't need all the money.
That's true.
So yeah, and the other issue that I've had was I was off of LinkedIn for a long time.
Okay.
So my algorithm was shot. So I'm still trying to bring that back up. And it seems like lately almost every post that I do just ends up being tanked. I don't know why. I'm trying to figure it out, but it's just
that's weird.
It irritates the heck out of me.
That's really weird. Yeah.
And LinkedIn's about the only place that I've really been trying to build this so far.
Okay. In your words, what has been your impact in the community?
My impact in the community, well, so far, one thing that it has done, even though it's just been launched like just two months ago, when I've done the live demos, these live demos have been absolutely amazing.
Okay.
And so, like one of the ones I'll tell you about, after I got done reading everything out to him of what the ChatGPT came up with, what we did is during the live demo, I treat it like they're in front of a business coach.
Okay.
And they get to pick their own business coach, whoever their greatest celebrity is or whatever. And anyway, well, my one connection, Matt, he ended up picking Jesus Christ as his business coach,
nice.
which I thought was pretty awesome.
When
you want to go all out, that's the way to go all out, man.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that one.
Right. So anyway, he after I got done reading everything that it came up with, he's like, "Do you know what you just did?" And I'm like, "No, what?" He's like, "You just wrote a prayer for me, and you actually answered it at the same time."
Oh wow!
Now, I just didn't write a prayer for him. We were actually creating his Actually, no, that's right. It wasn't. I'm wrong. I was thinking it was creating his business plan, but it wasn't. I did that for somebody else. But anyway,
Okay.
I was actually doing a comparison of what he was doing now compared to what the AI suggested with HolyGround and stuff like that, and looking 5 to 10 years out and stuff. But when he said that, man, you create a prayer and then you answer it all at the same time, that just hit me like a ton of bricks. I mean,
Man,
you don't expect business strategy sessions to be like that.
that's dope.
But when you think about it, though,
Mm-hmm.
that's actually the way the Lord created business.
Yeah. That's
It's
true.
just a lot of times we don't think of it that way.
Nah, we don't equate him and business together when he made everything.
Mhm. Yep.
Why wouldn't he know about business? Kind of weird. Well, we reached the last question. I call Yoda Game. What made you comfortable, relaxed to give that compelling knowledge? What advice do you have for someone trying to find their purpose?
Oh man, that's a loaded question. But I would say don't jump on anything and everything. Be patient. The Lord works in mysterious ways. And even when you're way down in the dumps and you don't think you have a chance to do anything, there's still plenty of time. And if you're breathing air and you're pumping blood, then you still got plenty of time. And I mean, he'll. I mean, first of all, he created every one of us with a purpose.
Sure.
He created us with the end in mind. And just to think about that, he created us in the beginning with the end in mind.
Mm-hmm.
That in itself is a miracle. But each of us has a purpose, and you also have a divine time when that purpose will be manifested as well.
True.
And sometimes it won't look exactly like you thought it was or thought it would. And oftentimes it won't.
You ain't
And
wrong on that.
yeah, but also a lot of times I think we try to rush it,
Yeah.
and when we rush it, that's when we can mess it up. We can definitely mess it up big time. Um, kind of like I did with the tree service. That could have easily been my purpose, but
Yeah.
the thing was, though, not only did I take my eyes off of it, um, it would have been built for the wrong purpose too,
Yeah.
and that's not going to give glory to God. So, um, when your purpose comes, you'll know it.
Yeah.
You will absolutely know it. And the way I found my purpose is after I got fully aligned with Him, and after that, I mean, it was just like it's hard to explain, but I mean,
Mm. No,
it,
you doing
it's
it.
just a magical moment. The supernatural moment is what it is. And I mean, once you are aligned and He sees it, now you may still go through a little bit of testing,
Nah. Yeah.
but when you get through that testing, then that's when you'll know. He'll solidify everything for you, and then he'll also speak to you. And that's what he was doing through me, and he was speaking in me or into me. Oh, all kinds of things. And I tell you what, it was incredible. So
I believe.
the first thing I would say is, if you're looking for your purpose, just put yourself away into a room and get quiet. And sometimes you don't even have to pray. Now, it is good to pray and everything, get aligned that way, but sometimes the Lord just wants to listen.
Yeah.
And sometimes he wants us to listen too.
Oh yeah. Lord knows you been telling me to do this for a long time. I wasn't trying to do it.
Oh yeah. So that's
Yeah.
why he gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. Sometimes we're just supposed to keep that mouth shut and just wait on him, you know.
Mm-hmm. That's
And
great.
and when the right time comes, he'll deliver.
You're right about that. That's great advice.
Mm-hmm.
So, how did you like this experience for your second time on the podcast?
Oh, it's been good.
Okay.
And I really appreciate you doing this for me.
Oh, no problem.
I enjoyed it, and yeah, I'm humbled that I'm able to be here tonight.
Me too, brother. It's a great story. People learn about GPTs and AI.
Mm-hmm.
Some people like, what's that? Like, it's a Terminator stuff. Oh, okay. I remember hearing about that, but yeah, it's just not a Terminator. It can help you. Make life a little easier for you. All right. Well, we want to thank Automating Kingdom Growth, AI Systems for Faith-Driven Leaders, author, founder, CEO of HolyGround Master Blueprint, Brian, Kingdom Wealth Generator, Bontomase. Shannon's amazing story. He got a lot of GPTs. Go schedule a meeting with him and make your day a little easier. I appreciate you sharing your story. I'm going to do my outro. You're free to hang around or click off if you want.
All right.
Hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all weekend, everybody. Until next time. So here we go. That 313 Detroit raised me. Detroit sent me. Can't nothing stop me. 313 Detroit love the Motor City. Detroit love. Can't nothing stop me. Detroit love. I love my city. Detroit love. Good night, everybody. Have a good one.
All right. Peace out.
Right. Yep.